This kid is out feeding the homeless on his own dime.
Perfect plate. Here you go, sir. What kind of drink would you like? Here you go, man. Thank you. God bless. Man, guys, something went down over here. The cops came out here hot. I thought they're gonna arrest me.
That's when $300,000 a year Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department shows up and says,
"This is a no parking zone. You shouldn't be able to park yourself right there either, because obviously when we're driving through here with our lights and sirens, we need to be able to get through here. So I'm going to ask you guys to move your stuff. But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Wait, what did he just say?
But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Did you just lie, Jeremy? Let's take a closer look. Was this kid really obstructing the roadway, or is the cop lying? These two cars got through okay. So did that car, and that car. And these two cop cars got through okay. And so did this huge fire truck. So what did Sergeant Ratcliffe say again?
But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Once again, cops lie and cameras don't. But let's take a closer look at what's really going on here. I need your help to make this cop right here famous. His name is Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe with the Sacramento Police Department. This is a guy who literally wants to oppress people who are doing the community good as he pretends to be a public servant. And this kind of stuff gets under my skin. Every one of us supposedly is supposed to be created equal, right? That's what the Declaration of Independence says. So you're not a citizen, you're not a subject, but these people want to treat you as subjects. And we're going to see an example of that here in a second. This comes from the YouTube channel KR3W Cali, and hats off to this kid for doing what he's doing. Let's go ahead and get into this. This kid decides to use his resources to feed the homeless. And watch what this cop does.
Hey guys, we're back, and today we're gonna be smoking 100 pounds of beef short ribs for the homeless. We found our beef short ribs right here. These are some nice ribs. And today we're gonna be smoking 100 pounds of this, okay? We got 100 pounds of beef short ribs. We're going to go to a different store to get all the other stuff we need.
I just want to also highlight, this kid doesn't just pick up ready-made food so that he can distribute to the poor. And I'm not besmirching or bemoaning or criticizing anybody who does that. But this kid literally picks up these beef short ribs, a bunch of lettuce, a bunch of rolls, and he home makes dinner for the homeless. And I want to get into that part right here. I want to show you where he takes all this stuff back to his kitchen and he makes this stuff himself. I'm going to go ahead and mute this real quick until he comes back on, but I want you to hear what he says. It's one thing to pick up something ready-made.
We got everything.
It's another thing to actually put your heart and your mind and your effort and energy into feeding a whole bunch of people that you don't even know.
We need. Today is a super special video. We're going to be smoking 100 pounds of beef short ribs. We got our salad and our bread as well. First things first, let's season and prepare the ribs.
He seasons it, he prepares it, he takes it out to the smoker and he smokes it. Look at this.
250 degrees. Ribs for 6 to 8 hours.
He smokes them for 6 to 8 hours. This ain't a fly-by-night operation.
At 250 degrees.
Look at
We're
this.
going to put it in the meaty part of the
Look how much care he's taking into preparing this meal. And the reason I'm setting this up is because as long as it takes for him to buy this, to use his own funds, I'm sure he gets support from his audience. He isn't extracting taxpayer money to feed the homeless. He's taking out of his own pocket when money is given to him, and he's doing something positive for the community. He's actually being a servant, like the protectors and servants pretend that they are.
Ribs, just like this, guys. Now we're gonna know the internal temperature of the ribs.
He smokes them, and then he prepares all the other stuff. Look at this.
We still got a lot of work we got to do.
We're
We're going to be cutting
a lot of work.
all the ribs off camera, and we're going to be right back when we're at the homeless community.
I know people don't want me to go through this, but I'm going to go through this to highlight the fact and put the exclamation point on the end of the sentence. Look what this tyrant does to this kid. How old is this kid? 26, 28, 29? He can't be 30. He's a young guy, and he's the change that he wants to see in the world. And then when he sets out to make that change, people like Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe, who gets paid a chunk of money by extracting it from the tax cattle in the Sacramento area, he comes and just tears down everything that this kid took meticulous time, effort, and energy to construct. Goes around to the homeless neighborhoods. There's going to be a minute before the police show up, but I just want you to see the look on these homeless people's faces, the gratitude that they have, and the generosity that just pours from this kid on his own dime. I don't know if this music is copyrighted, but did you see the cop car that just went by? Because one of the things Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department is going to say is, you blocked off the intersection. Emergency vehicles can't go through. So let me just play the last 5 seconds back. Here comes the police vehicle. Look, he's got his emergency lights on. There's a lady in the way in the wheelchair. Look, 2 cop cars went by. Okay, so they're not blocking traffic. Here's the cops. They're there for a different purpose, but then they're going to focus their attention, their tyrannical sights, on KR3W Cali.
The cops came out here hot. I thought they're gonna arrest me.
Thank you.
Here you go. God bless you.
God bless this kid. God bless this kid. What if 10 cops or 20 cops were replaced by the generosity of this kid? We would have an exponentially better world, because he wouldn't be out there, number one, extracting precious resources from the tax cattle, and number two, he would actually be working as a servant for the community.
Here you go.
The light and dark difference between this couldn't even be more stark.
God bless. You like it? Man, he likes it, guys.
Homemade food.
Here, let me load you up a big plate so you don't gotta get seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Get it all now.
Homemade
Big
freaking
old plate for
food.
him. Here you go.
Here come the cops. Great.
No.
Okay. This is the no parking zone.
See, this kind of stuff right here is contagious. What the cops do isn't contagious. Yes, sometimes they'll do good things, but as a professional rule, they are order followers. They follow the rules no matter what. And you're going to see Jeremy Ratcliffe, Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department. I'm going to keep saying his name because we got to make this guy famous. You're going to see him say, hey, you're breaking the rules. And this testifies to the fact of what I always say on this channel. You're either a conformist or you're a moralist. The conformist says, I'm going to do what I'm told. I'm going to follow the rules regardless of what is right, instead of doing what is right regardless of what I'm told. And Sergeant Ratcliffe is going to demonstrate that.
Oh my God, you guys are
That's not, these are not my cars.
You shouldn't be able to park yourself right there either, because obviously when we're driving through here with our lights and sirens, you need to be able to get through here.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to ask you guys to move your stuff.
Okay, can we finish up? Like, we got like maybe 5-10 minutes left. We just got a little bit of food left.
But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Well,
You obstructed police officers who are driving in an emergency. Listen to what he said here.
But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
They totally didn't. Yeah, there was a woman in the way in the wheelchair, but so what? They paused for what, 1 or 2 seconds?
well, I tell people to line up on the sidewalk.
Obviously, no one's doing it.
Well, I let people know.
I don't want to be argumentative.
so it won't happen again.
I don't want to be argumentative as I approach you to argue with you.
Well, we used to serve at the shelter. For some reason, they don't want me serving over there no more, so we're just serving right here.
Okay, but you're serving people out in the street.
So we'll change it.
Well, I'm trying to, do the best I can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else I would be able to serve people, you know?
I don't either, but right here is not the right place to do that.
Okay, we'll finish up and we'll get out of here.
Thank you.
Look at the
But
cop.
we're just trying to make it work the best way we can, you know?
Well, let's do it now.
Look at the cop. Jeremy Ratcliffe didn't like that. Well, we'll finish up and we'll get out of here. No, well, let's do it right now. You're going to do what I say. I'm going to control you. I'm calling the shots right around here. I am in control.
So we can't finish?
No, we're somewhere else.
Okay, he's not gonna let us finish, guys, so we're just gonna wrap it up then.
Crazy.
All right, guys, that's it.
Oh, you gonna stop me from getting food from my baby?
You said where? You said where I can set it up?
Hold on. Time out. How is this crazy? How is this?
How is me, I'm a law enforcement officer. I'm here to protect and serve. How is me keeping homeless people who don't have anything to eat from eating? How is that crazy? This guy is not only tone deaf. I think when cops put on the uniform and that badge, they lose all of their humanity. How is it not crazy? This is insane. Even this, look at this fire truck just went through, this big, massive fire truck. It was so unclogged, this street side, that a fire truck was able to get through.
It's crazy.
If this cop was really a public servant, you know what he would do? He would put on an apron if they had one, and he'd start serving. People would call him a freaking hero. Look at this cop right here. He literally took time out of his day to serve the homeless. It wouldn't even take 5 minutes. What a great photo op, but they can't even do that because they're so in their head about rules. And I got to follow the rules, and you're breaking the codes and the ordinances. You got to get out of here. No, we're going to we're shutting this whole thing down.
Getting food for my baby when he come out here.
How long you been out here?
Like maybe an hour and a half.
Perfect. Why didn't you come an hour ago?
Oh, I wasn't here.
Well, I'm sorry. It's way past dinner time.
The unashamed gall of a cop to tell a homeless person it's way past dinner and to get there on time. And hey, it's too late. You should have got here earlier. I mean, if you want to look at privilege, there's the face of privilege right there.
Okay.
Well, so we can't finish?
No, you cannot finish. Clean up your stuff and move on.
Wow.
You could just say it nice. You don't got to be so rude about it, you
I
know?
asked you nicely, and you're argumentative.
No, I was just asking if we can finish. I just asked nicely. Okay, I'm saying we're gonna leave, but I just asked. That's not being argumentative. Guys, the cops are super rude out here.
Yep.
We can't finish. We're just gonna wrap up. I'm sorry, guys. That's it. Yeah, it's all good, guys. That's it. We're wrapping up. I'm sorry. The cop said no. That's it. We can't pass on no more food. We're done. I don't want to get a ticket. I'm super sorry, guys. Yeah, it's messed up, guys. Nothing was getting blocked off. They were just making things up.
Yep.
They pulled through, no problems. I guess we got kicked out by the cops. This is the first time this happened. Super rude. Guys, that's it. I'm sorry. We're wrapping up. No more food. He said I came and passed on no more place. He said I came and stay here for a couple minutes.
The officer said that we can't even have no food?
Yeah.
Oh, that's bull.
How's that for? Look at this. Is that the eyes? Is that the posture? Is this the attitude of a protector and servant in your minds? My God, this is crazy.
Somewhere else. No problem.
I'll just give Miss Mary a plate.
I'm sorry. The cops are saying we can't, so that's it.
He will move to a new location, but that the cops are disrupting this is beyond inhumane here.
I'll just give her a plate.
It's up to the cops, guys, because he said I can't.
For an hour, where were you guys?
I was in there my
I
plate.
just got
So
here.
Miss Mary, she's
I
standing
just
right
got
Did
there.
they feed you in there?
Where were you guys? Like he's going to dictate when they should get there.
No, Miss Mary.
Please carry on.
All right.
Thank you.
See, guys, he said I can't.
As in carry on, as in keep cleaning up.
Keep cleaning up? Okay.
You
Yeah, you see that, guys? All right, guys, we're done. Do you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna put it in my dolly, so I'm not obstructing, and I'm gonna pass out all the rest of the food, because we're not gonna let nothing stop our mission. All right, guys? Yep. All right, we got it, guys.
You want us to help you? He said you go up there.
The director at the shelter, he doesn't want me on the property, so the director he kicked me out.
Thank you for serving.
Guys, we're literally gonna just serve it right here on the sidewalk, so we're not obstructing nothing.
Oh, okay.
Guys, if anybody wants food, you guys gotta go on the sidewalk.
So he moves up on the sidewalk. The homeless people help him. Even the lady in the wheelchair is being a better servant. Did you see this? The lady in the wheelchair is helping, but the cop isn't.
Sidewalk.
Watch this. Look, she helped with the table. She helped with that tote down there.
We literally just need like 3 minutes, sir. We're gonna pass out the food real quick.
This one wheelchair lady outserved a paid public servant. And stay tuned, because you will be outraged at how much Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department actually makes.
There's just people.
I'm telling you what the rules are.
There we go.
You can either choose to follow the rules or you can choose not to follow the rules.
Yes, sir. Put it over there.
No. They don't want me on their property. It's fine.
I'm telling you what the rules are because I'm an order follower and I follow the rules and I enforce the rules. And if you break the rules, even if you're doing something good, helping homeless people, and I've got a great meal at home, I've got a wife and kids and a big house and a fat paycheck, and I get to waste the gas of the tax cattle. But if you break the rules, oh my gosh, the hammer of justice is going to fall on you.
Guys, that's what we deal with sometimes around here.
So I'm just going to play a couple of seconds of this because he does go to a different location to continue handing out the food that he made.
Crew Cali. Yeah, Philippines 413.
I give you all things who God who strengthens me.
Yep. That's the verse on the back.
All right. So this is, I guess it's Crew Cali YouTube channel. And this is the example of a protector and servant doing the opposite. I'm going to subscribe to this guy's channel. I love these kind of videos. I love these kind of videos where people actually use their large platform to get the audience involved in sponsoring things. This is truly the free market because you have YouTube content creators. Stay tuned. We're going to go over the salary of Jeremy Ratcliffe, Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe in a second. But they use their large platform and they use their voice and they use their popularity to do something so positive for the community. This right here is the free market in action, no tax cattle dollars required. So how much does, this is the Sacramento Police Department. We will get back to this in a second, but the closest available record is from 2023 when Jeremy P. Ratcliffe was listed as a police officer, not yet a sergeant, with a total pay and benefits of almost $250,000. This included a regular pay of $110,000. That's his base pay, and overtime pay, sounds like Brian Fahey, of $66,733 and other pay of $7,551. Since Ratcliffe was promoted to sergeant by 2025, based on prior references to his rank, his current salary would likely be higher. Based on data from the Sacramento Police Department sergeants, the average base salary for a police sergeant in Sacramento in 2023 was around $90,000 to $95,000. It's way higher than that, often ranging from $118,000 to $396,000 a year, depending on overtime and seniority. For example, Sergeant Jason Kirtland earned a total of $393,931 in 2023, including $132,000 in regular pay, $153,682 in overtime. If in this year he made $242,000, almost $250,000, he probably makes well over $300,000, not acting as a public servant, but acting as a spoiled tyrant, acting as an entitled tyrant. This is Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department. This is the Sacramento Police Department. The only post that I've seen that deals with or hints at dealing with this kid's video is, a homeless friend of mine doesn't want to eat past supper time. When must he be finished? Love that. Going to give that a like. Leave your thoughts on what you think should be done with, and be nice, be polite, be kind. Don't make threats about what should be done with Tyrant Trooper of the Year or Tyrant Sergeant of the Year, Jeremy Ratcliffe. So thanks, guys. Appreciate the like, appreciate the share, appreciate you commenting because that helps me overcome the YouTube algorithms. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Stay tuned for my next video because it's going to be a banger. I'll see you in the next one.